Hi, today's date is February 14th, 2022. Happy Valentine's Day. For today's video, we're filming a fully refurbished 270S model SRD, which is short for spin rinse dryer. Due to confidentiality reasons, I will not share my customer's name with you, but so they can identify this tool, the PO number is 171662. The purpose for today's video is to show this tool is fully functional and ready for plug-and-play installation into our customer's fab. So before we get started, let's open the door and see what we're running. We have N2 purging into the bowl, 6-inch cassette, and by my count, it's 24 wafers, so one short of a full boat. We're going to run a full recipe, and I'm going to go into detail about equipment we provide at Sitek you might not have known about, our refurbishing process, as well as our spare parts and service for SRDs. So, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're in our rinse. When we switch up to purge, that's going to be after 30 seconds. We're going to ramp up from 500 RPMs to 1800 RPMs, and the water is going to start swirling in a circular motion. As the recipe progresses, there will be less and less droplets of water on the window. We're going to stay at high RPMs for our dry 1 for an additional 90 seconds before we slow back down to 500 RPMs for 230 seconds in dry 2. So when we spin fast, we're trying to spin as much excess water off the cassette and wafers as possible before in dry 2, really letting our heaters do the work. So we're running nice and smooth, and we're now swirling. And we just clicked into our dry 1. All right, hot ticket equipment items at Sitek. Right now we have 2 spray solvent tools in stock. A lot of you may know them as SSTs. And other equipment we provide you might not have known about. In addition to new and refurbished SRDs on the semi-tool and the Vertex side, we provide refurbished SRDs include box washers such as the HTC 8010, 8020, and 8030. Mask cleaners including K&S and Ultra T models. We provide metrology tools including profilometers, ellipsometers, resistivity, and more. We can provide and build barrel ashers and etchers, YES ovens, as well as a variety of microscopes. If you have any questions or want to see our full catalog of equipment and spare parts, please visit www.sitekprocess.com. You can submit a formal RFQ through our website or email us. Our email address is sales@sitekprocess.com. Or if you want to speak to a real person such as me or any of our other knowledgeable sales reps, call us at 916-797-9000, and depending on your geographic location, we'll connect you with the proper sales rep. So we're nice and smooth. 15 seconds left before we slow it down for an additional 3 minutes and 50 seconds in our dry 2. I feel the heaters getting nice and warm. Solenoids are working properly, and we're going nice and smooth. And there's far less drops of water. You can barely even see them. All right, let's talk about our refurbishment process. Every SRD that comes to Sitek for refurbishment goes through the same extensive refurbishment process. First, we take the tool and break it down to the component level. From there, we chemically clean and electropolish all metal parts, as well as individually test and inspect all parts for function. Once all the parts are prepped, that's when we begin building bare SRD head assemblies from the ground up. This customer sent in just the head assembly as they pulled it from their poly. Some customers will send in the whole double stack or just the 470. This is the 270, just a bare head assembly. When placed in the double stack poly, it's part of the 870. Once we build the entire tool up, it goes to our first QC checkpoint, which we call dry test. This is where we test and inspect the tool for full function without facilities installed yet. From there, once adjustments are made, it moves on to our second QC checkpoint, wet test. This is where we test the SRD with facilities installed. Water. Once all leaks and other adjustments necessary are made, it goes to our final configuration, which you see before you in this case today. In final tests, if this customer sent in poly, it's installed, and we run it over 50 times with various speeds and times, and we call this burn-in testing. This is how we really ensure the tool is ready for plug-and-play installation to our customer's fab. Lastly, we film a video source inspection. And with COVID, I always wear a mask unless I'm doing a video since it muffles the sound. But my camera person's wearing a mask. Everybody in manufacturing and sales is also masked up at Sitek. We take COVID-19 very seriously. Some customers elect to watch their tool run before we create it for shipment. And they use these videos to accept the shipment. We're running nice and smooth. I see 2 drops of water. Heaters are running great. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Let's go ahead and talk about spare parts and service. We can provide 100% of the repairs and spare parts needed to upkeep your SRD. Parts we repair include controllers such as the PSC 101 in this case, the 102s, 228s, 328s. We can repair amps, which are also known as the motor controller, which this one uses an LC4. We also repair the LC5s in addition to the LC4. We repair motors. This one's brushless, but we can also repair the brush type. And we rebalance rotors too, as over time they need to be fixed up. All the parts I mentioned can be provided in new or refurbished condition, so feel free to give us a call if you have questions. Other parts we provide include start switches, stop switches, door switches, windows, door seals, pressure switches, N2 filters, ACR valves, solenoid valves, anti-static modules, heater cartridges, heater blankets, spray nozzles, tack sensors, motor isolators, rotor stop positioner, which is RSP for short. We'll get back to that at the end of the recipe here in about 30 seconds. 100% spare parts and service support is exactly what it sounds like. We are the worldwide leader in semi-tool and Vertec SRD parts and service. We own Vertec SRDs as we purchased that product line from Martec a few years back, which means we're the OEM for that, so we can help you there. We don't want to open our door too early as we're winding down here. You can cause unwanted damage to your SRD. We have 10 seconds left till this clock strikes 0, but we want to wait until the RSP fires and the door seal releases all air. Okay, clock struck 0. At 75 RPMs, that RSP piston will fire. There it is, teetering to 12 o'clock, and now we're just waiting for that door seal. There it is. So let's see how we did. We have warm N2 purging into the bowl. Cassette is warm to the touch. Wafers are completely dry. And we also have residual droplets of water in the bowl. This is good. You don't want a bone dry bowl at the end of your recipe. That concludes our recipe that we ran today. The tool is fully functional and ready for shipment. Our customer in the Bay Area is going to be very happy, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.